Manila, Philippines, the United States Marine Corps has deployed its latest coastal-based mobile anti-ship missile system for the first time overseas, showcasing it during Exercise Balikatan 2025, the largest annual joint military exercise between the United States and the Philippines. The deployment is viewed as a major step in strengthening deterrence capabilities across the Indo-Pacific, particularly near key maritime choke points such as the Luzon Strait and the West Philippine Sea. Running from April 21st to May 9th, Balikatan 2025 features a series of complex land, sea, air, and cyber operations conducted jointly by U.S. and Philippine forces, with participation from Australia and observers from several regional partners. The inclusion of this new weapons system is part of a broader shift in U.S. military posture toward greater agility, survivability, and lethality in the face of rising regional tensions, especially with China's growing assertiveness in the South China Sea. The mobile anti-ship missile platform deployed by the United States Marine Corps during Balikatan is designed to provide flexible, land-based sea denial capabilities. Mounted on a rapidly deployable chassis and equipped with long-range precision strike missiles, the system is capable of targeting enemy surface vessels from concealed positions along coastlines or island chains. Its key advantage lies in its mobility, allowing Marines to move, shoot, and relocate quickly to evade detection and counterattack. While the U.S. Department of Defense has not disclosed the exact designation of the system deployed in Balikatan, defense analysts believe it is likely part of the Navy/Marine Corps Expeditionary Ship Interdiction System (NMESIS) program. NMESIS is centered around the integration of the Navy Strike Missile (NSM), a highly maneuverable sea-skimming, radar-evading missile onto the United States Marine Corps' remotely operated ground unit for expeditionary fires, Rogue Fires Launcher. An unmanned Joint Light Tactical Vehicle, JLTV. This deployment follows in the footsteps of the U.S. Army's Typhoon Mid-Range Capability System, which also made its overseas debut in the Philippines earlier this year. Typhoon is capable of launching Tomahawk cruise missiles and SM-6 interceptors, giving it both land attack and anti-ship capabilities. Together, these systems represent a significant upgrade in the U.S. military's ability to create overlapping fields of fire across strategic maritime corridors. By placing long-range anti-ship systems on Philippine soil, the United States is operationalizing its Expeditionary Advanced Base Operations (EABO) concept, a doctrine developed to address the challenges posed by near-peer adversaries in contested maritime regions. Under EABO, small units of Marines establish temporary forward bases in dispersed, often austere locations from which they can conduct surveillance, logistics support, and strike operations. The deployment during Balikatan 2025 demonstrates how EABO is being translated from theory into practice. Using the Philippine archipelago as a launching platform, U.S. Marines are practicing how to deny enemy naval movement through the Bashi Channel, Balabac Strait, and other vital maritime lanes. The inclusion of anti-ship missiles in these exercises not only increases their realism, but also reinforces the message that hostile surface fleets could face credible threats far from the open ocean. Philippine military officials have expressed strong support for these developments. Lieutenant General William Gonzalez, commander of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, AFP Northern Luzon Command, said during a media briefing, "The introduction of these missile systems shows how serious our alliance is in defending Philippine sovereignty and regional peace. These exercises are not just for show, they are preparing us to respond to real threats." Observers widely interpret the deployment as a pointed signal to China, whose sweeping territorial claims and militarization of artificial islands in the South China Sea have been a persistent source of friction with the Philippines and its allies. U.S. and Philippine officials, while not naming China directly, have emphasized that Balikatan 2025 focuses on defense, deterrence, and the protection of international maritime rights. The People's Liberation Army Navy plan has significantly increased its activities in the region in recent years, with Chinese Coast Guard and militia vessels often seen shadowing Philippine resupply missions to contested areas like Second Thomas Shoal. The addition of U.S. anti-ship missile platforms to the mix complicates Chinese military planning, raising the potential cost of any aggressive action in the region. The presence of these mobile missile systems changes the calculus, said Dr. Colin Koh, a research fellow at the S. Rajaratnam School of International Studies in Singapore. It creates a more resilient and unpredictable defense posture, one that could seriously hamper any attempt at maritime coercion or island seizure. Beyond the U.S.-Philippine alliance, the system's deployment also enhances the interoperability of regional forces. Australian troops have participated in Balikatan 2025 alongside their American and Filipino counterparts, and Japan and South Korea have sent observers to monitor the exercise's missile components closely. This multinational engagement reflects a growing consensus in the Indo-Pacific on the importance of cooperative defense strategies. U.S. Indo-Pacific Command has made it a priority to integrate advanced strike capabilities with those of regional allies through joint training, information sharing, and system compatibility. The Philippines, for its part, has expressed interest in developing its own coastal defense capabilities. While still in the early stages, Manila's defense modernization program envisions acquiring shore-based anti-ship missile systems, with options reportedly being evaluated from countries such as India, BrahMos, Norway, NSM, and South Korea. As Balikatan 2025 draws to a close, the message from the joint U.S.-Philippine exercise is clear. The security landscape of the Indo-Pacific is shifting, and both allies are adapting rapidly. With the successful integration of mobile anti-ship missile systems, the Philippines is now positioned not only as a geographic asset, but also as an active contributor to regional deterrence. The U.S. Marine Corps' deployment of its new weapons platform represents not just a technical achievement, but a strategic turning point, one that underscores the enduring relevance of forward-based, coalition-driven defense in maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific.